Hello cartridge fans. Yes, here we go again, more firmware updates. This time Epson has rolled out updates on printers affecting 8 different cartridge sets. Printers that use the Epson 202, the 288, the 302, 312, 314, the 410, the 702 and the 802 series all got firmware updates. We already have chips that work for all of these with the exception of the 312 XL and the 802 XL. So stop selling 312 and 802 unless you know for sure that the customer has turned off updates. New chips for these are on the way from Apex now, but we don't have them yet. For the Epson 202, the 288, the 302, the 314, 410 and the 702 series, our current chip already works with those with a new update and doesn't have a problem. So no problem in selling those as long as you've got the latest chip. So you need to check your store stock for chip models, for the chip models you may have on your slat walls. If you have any of the old ones, do not sell them unless you know the customer has not updated. Older stock will need re-chipping. So you just need to check your stock. Anything that ships from us will work fine. As a recap, you're going to check the code on the bottom of the box, and for cartridges no longer in the box, the code is printed on the chip. These updates highlight the importance of 4 things to protect your sales. 1, don't hold months of stock of a cartridge that gets regular updates. Epson, HP and to some extent Brother, you want to make sure your stock's turning over. So 2, make sure you rotate your stocks, selling the oldest ones first. If you have staff, make sure they load the new stock on the back of the slat wall pegs. Don't put, just put them on the front because it's easy. You always put your new stock to the back of the slat wall. Sounds like everyone would say they would do that, but it happens all the time that stores end up with old stock, and that only happens because they've put the new stock on the front of the slat wall peg instead of pulling the existing stock off, putting the new stock to the back, and putting the existing stock back on the front and selling that first. 3, buy from a distributor that orders monthly like we do. So you're getting the latest chips. Some distributors order every 3 to 4 months, and that is just way too long, and that's why you're getting older chips sent from them. Some of these updates only they retire some of the older serial numbers, so the existing stock will still work. However, it's better to have fresher stock so that you've got more serial numbers that work when they just retire some of the old ones. You've got a high percentage of those lasting a much longer time if they don't retire all of the firmware, all of the serial numbers. So some of the updates, they only retire some serial numbers, some of them they wipe everything out. So with Eco, you don't have that problem. We're constantly getting later chips, newer chips. Make sure customers turn off the updates. That's the 4th one. Just make sure you just can repeat, especially for Epson, just turn off those updates. So Epson 202, if you have the V8.2, V8.1 and before, I'm sorry to say they won't work if the customer is updated. If you have any of these, you are not following the points I've just mentioned. Version 8.3, version 9 and the VA series are all good. The Epson 288 and the 410, the VA.1 and VA.2 no longer work if the customer has upgraded. VA.3 and your our old favorite, the VB and the VC series are all good, so they're still good to go. Epson 312, the V8.3, V9 and VA.1 are all old now, and so won't work with the new update. We need to move these to the new VA.2 chip, and that's one that we're waiting on Apex to send us. So VA.2 is the only one that will work on the 312 cartridge. Epson 302, 314, 702 and the 802. V8.1 and V8.2 are now risky. If the customer's updated, it won't work. V8.3, the V9 series and the VA series are all good to go. So all of those ones, 8.3, 9 series and the VA, all work perfectly with the new update. So the popular Epson 812s, the 812 XLs that I previously mentioned that had an update, and Epson had done the update a few weeks ago, are now good to go. So we've received the new series chips via courier. These chips have been released, and the cartridges are now released for sale. We've updated our stock with the chips. Any stock you have that needs rechipping, anything that you've got on your store that needs rechipping, just add those chips to your next order and we can get those out. Those chips, of course, the old chips need to come back. We need to send those chips back to the factory for a credit. They charge us a lot of money for those chips now. So when we send you chips, you'll get invoiced, return the chips and you get a full credit, and we can send them back to the factory. So that's all for now, but I also have more important news on the new Brother TN 2530 and the 2530 XL and the colour TN 258 XLs. So I've got a lot more news on that. We've been discovering new things on that. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. I've noticed the views on some videos are less if I don't post the video first thing in the morning, and that means people, maybe just don't see the video, which has got a lot of information in it, and then they end up calling us maybe 2 weeks later asking if there's been a firmware update on something. This is the time to capitalize on the information we give out, because it gives you an edge over other resellers. Acting quickly on the new information increases your sales. So if I put out a video with information, that's stuff to help you make sales, and it helps you against other people. So it is worth watching. I'd rather launch the video when it's ready to launch rather than wait another day or so just to get it out in the morning so that more people watch it. But if you subscribe to the channel, you should, and put on the notifications, you should get a notification. So if we put out the video, you should be able to see it, and that'll just stop people later, maybe a week or two later, still selling things, having no idea there's an update because no one's told them about it, and then which is a risk to your sales. So if you've got the information up front, you have the advantage over everyone else. Okay, until next time, I will see you later. Bye bye.
Green